Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Go.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Twist. Hey, Haywood! Ready?
Right back to him on first down. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Stand up! Leo! Hey, Foxtrot!
On second down, it's Hall. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Let's go. Mike 6. And let's get
on first and 10, here's Locke. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 59 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
down. 8-3. Topper.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Flushed out right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Got it. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. Recon, 152 fighter. Down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Two draw quarter. Hey, high 7. 31's the mic. In your face. Big grip.
On 2nd and 12. Lock. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice Nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch this, look at me. Zipper. Now. We'll hold this. Shift. Watch the shift. 6-6. Pull it high. Look at me. Score. Score. Now.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Tight end right. Tight end right. We got three, fellas. We got three.
He's got team spell.
He's got
Smith. Let's go.
From the 36, block. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 64 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
5.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Man, I got you. 40's Mike. Squeeze, double.
General West. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert flush to his right. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Eric Armstead able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Come on, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, Zoo.
On second down now, it's Vaughn. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, it's Vaughn. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
70, Indy. You're out.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Get it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
80 weapons. Leo.
Big Ed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready. Get that quarterback. Hey, lock it.
Slam. Kill.
Get up.
On first down, Vaughn. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Balance, 64, weak. Look, squeeze. They go.
On second down, it's Vaughn. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
3 down. 31's the mic. Come on, boy.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Alpha.
A final shot before half for Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw on third down, Herbert. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. On second down now, it's Vaughn, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
31's the mic.
Lock now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, exit.
Mike 6. Watch the pass.
Ready?
Lock now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Vaughn. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Fair.
Check.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Locked to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end Fant. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go. Now.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's the way. Five. Let's go.
On third down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And Allen's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. There he goes left side. And touchdown. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Block now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing on first down is Locke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this to Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. I'm coming.
Locke going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak.
Here is Eckler. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there. 43 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he will score. It's a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Locke going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
1st down and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Once more, here's Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It's caught. Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, orbit.
One final try for Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much